You got the godfather of good sportsmanship, the Don of debate. He is the one, the only AJ
Hello, everybody. How we doing?
we're we're good. How are you, AJ?
It's a great day to be here. It's a great day. I can't wait to be on the show today. We have a big show, including we got we got Brewers Cubs last night. Even though that wasn't much of a game.
What
Um,
now? What? All right. So is it the beginning? Is the end here for the Brewers? All these years of chiseling around the edges and weaseling by our cheap ass owner. Is it over? Are the Brewers going to be competitive this year, or is this a one off? Or what do you think, AJ?
I think it's a one-off. The way they set it up yesterday was awful. No disrespect to many or the organization, but you don't start a game with an opener, then bring your starter in already down 2-0, and he gives up seven. So
Who?
yeah, so
Who?
I would rather start that game with Priester on the mound to start the game.
Hey, Bulldog, can you fix this?
I'm gonna see what I can do.
I didn't push nothing. That just happened. It was on demo scene. I think it was on demo scene one. Like AJ, look who's here. Somebody you haven't seen in 100 years.
What's up, Bulldog? He's got a hat on too.
I'm surprised he's got the guts to wear that today.
Yeah. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Hey, you gotta rip it when you still got it, huh? So.
Do you want me to remove you, Bulldog? No. Oh. Oh. What'd you do? Oh, I see. You got no voice? You sick? Bulldog? No, he's not talking. All right, we should be, instead of complaining about this, we should be relishing the opportunity to not have Bulldog take off all the oxygen in the earth. So it's a one-off, AJ. You think you actually think they're going to be okay?
I do. I think when you go Woodruff, you got, put it this way, they got Jose and they got Quintana and Freddie pitching the next 2 days. Then this will be a tough homestand for them. If they go 4-3 in this homestand, they'll be happy.
They have the Cubs, and who else is coming in?
Houston,
Is Houston good?
they're young, but they still got the usual suspect in Altuve. They still got some Jordan Alvarez who can hit the ball a mile.
Yes.
So yes. So we'll see.
So you're
My
hopeful. Will the
my
Brewers? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
my definitive answer is they'll be competitive. I don't know. I don't know. I think the division is too good this year. I think Cincinnati is really good with Hunter Green at the top of their rotation. So I think they're really good, and I think
Wait.
the Cubs are really good. So I
Whoa,
think
whoa,
they're gonna fit.
whoa! You told me in the last couple of weeks that the division is not good. Now you're changing your mind, and the division is good.
I changed my mind because Cincinnati is on the come up. They won like 7-9, so I I think Hunter Green is really good at the top of their rotation.
Okay, so the Brewers are 16 and 17 right now, I think, or
Yes,
17 and 18. They're one game under.
16, 17.
So they're 30 games in,
I
and
told you
that
you need. I think I told you you need 60 games.
60. Okay, all right. So no predictions yet. We'll just see how they are. Six. So in like a little over a month from today. So like after Memorial Day, you'll have a better idea,
Yeah,
right?
nobody's hitting right now either. They're not hitting at all. Reese isn't hitting. Yelich not hitting his weight. Uh, so nobody's hitting right now.
Two shutouts in a row.
8-0 and 10-0 to the
Eh,
south side and the north side.
What?
Although in their defense, the 8-0 game was a 1-0 game going into the sixth, and they went to the bullpen. And
There's no defense. 8-0 is 8-0.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true.
And I read, I didn't know who they did, but they said they benched some starters because of the terrible play.
That was in San. They benched some starters in San Francisco.
Who did they bench?
Terang and
Terang.
no,
He's
not
your
Terang. Not
he's your
Terang.
man.
Durbin and Sal.
Oh, Sal, they having a tough go, huh?
Well, not physically. They just weren't hustling.
Oh, we can't have that.
No.
Sal Frelick wasn't hustling.
Well, he made an error and he didn't hustle up the ball. They were down like 7-2 or something like that.
Isn't he Italian?
Yeah, straight up. Yes, sir.
So what's going on with these loafing Italians?
I don't know, man. All I know is I put hope in Jose today. That's all I know.
Okay, Hope and Jose. Is it? Do you know what time the game is, AJ, today?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay.
And yesterday I do have a bone to pick with Major League Baseball.
Okay, go ahead.
You put the Brewers Cubs on Apple TV so no one can watch it.
AJ, would you have watched that game if you weren't a fan of either team?
No, but they're on the. That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. It's a rivalry game, and you put it on Apple TV. So no, and apparently it's supposed to be Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV. What's the point if no one can watch?
The point is you have to be good enough that people want to watch you, AJ. That's the point.
Well, people want to watch the Cubs.
What?
They're good.
They're good, but do they have? I mean, they've been down for so long. I don't think they don't have exactly have household names playing for them, do they?
No. Well, not unless you're.
Well, the one guy they got from Houston, right? He's an all-star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hit a Tucker and they got the other dude who made the grand slam last night. Forget his name.
Just be glad that you weren't there.
I'm glad I wasn't there. I'm going June 14th. They better win.
All right. So you're picking the Brewers win tonight.
Yeah.
Anything else grabbing you in Major League Baseball?
Pittsburgh is bad for having the best pitcher in baseball. That's all. That's the only thing I got. Paul Skeens is in trouble, I think, because they haven't built much around him for having a solid team. So
yeah, it's hard. Do you think? Well, all right. So they're bad. Anything about the good teams? Padres are still playing pretty well.
Padres are still playing very well. Padres beat Pittsburgh last night. I like. There was one thing. There was a UWM alum who took the mound on Tuesday for the Astros. So, second player ever to be on from UWM to be in the majors.
Did he do well?
He gave up 7, but that's okay. That's okay.
That's not okay. We don't get participation trophies in Major League Baseball.
It was a spot start.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No. I know.
He's not going to get a spot anymore.
But the other guy is Dalton Marshall from Marshfield, who plays for Toronto. Really, really outstanding. So,
AJ. Okay, enough baseball. Let's go to basketball.
Oh, that's not was entertaining, wasn't it? Who gave 7s? That's all you can ask, Jack.
Before we even go there, the Bucks.
Awful.
Lost in disastrous fashion. Had a big
7-point lead, 30 seconds left.
Did you watch it?
I watched till the end. Then I forgot they had no timeouts, and I was like, "Oh, where's your sub?"
And then Therese Halliburton's dad is an idiot on the floor.
Oh! You should have heard what I call when you should have heard what I said.
What'd you say?
I said his son is a winner. He's a loser. Well, and he got banned. The thing is, he got himself banned from future games, Jack, for doing it.
Well, he should be.
Crap. I know, but the point is, you made it about you. Okay. as a,
Who whoever thinks they have any right? Who would ever think of doing that?
no one,
You have
no
to
one.
be a knothead.
By the way, you just put it. By the way, you're a good. Your son is good. He's good for the game. He's a good kid. He's good for for your high school program. Do you think it's a good idea for you to do that to one of the best players ever? I don't think that's a good idea, sir. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to get on my high horse here, but
Too late.
I am okay.
Write him
I
on.
feel,
Write him, AJ.
but it's like seriously, man. You're like your son is 24 years old. He makes millions of dollars. He can handle his own self. And by the way, you started a scrum because you started the whole thing with Giannis, and then Giannis got into it with Mather and all those other guys. I'm sorry, Mr. Halbert. You're not above. You're not above the. You're not above anything. Just because your son is Tyrese. Come on now, be better.
It's just terrible. It's terrible behavior, and if parents are acting like that, it's just terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. It's exactly what I told my kids not to do.
Okay, so are you a Tyrese Halliburton fan?
No, no, and I respect Oshkosh because they just, they beat us, but I respect them. But like seriously, no. If you're gonna have an example like that, no,
You said you're a fan of the player, not the dad.
not the dad. No,
What what, what about the player?
I love his game is he backs up his game. I'll give him that much.
He isn't as good as he talks.
No, it's not as good as he talks, but he I mean, I mean, he's come like a villain in like Milwaukee, and it's
Yeah,
not good. I mean, it's good for him, but it's not good for. I don't think it's good for the game.
yeah.
He's from there, and it's not good. You should be when you come back. You should be like respectful of your opponent and stuff. I just think there's a certain level of respect, and you don't disrespect people. It's a game. You get paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game. You're setting an example for kids. Come on now.
So, will you be rooting for or against the Pacers in future rounds?
Oh, oh, that's an easy one.
Against
It's Cleveland all day.
who is that? Who they play?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When does that start? Do you know?
I think Saturday. I think today. No, not today. I think it starts in a few days.
Okay. Um, what? Let's backtrack just a little bit. Where do the Bucks go from here? What do they do?
Well,
Everybody's saying you got to trade Giannis because they have no draft picks and they have a
no, no,
terrible
no, no,
team.
no, no,
What do
no,
you, what do
no.
you think about that?
No, 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 no. I hear that from a lot of people.
Yeah.
You don't do that. And here's the reason you don't do that. You just got new ownership, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their investment goes down if you trade your best player.
That guy, who's the owner, he's bad news, bad luck.
I know, I know. He signed Deshaun Watson to a major contract. Let's not forget that. But you know what? I'm saying like you don't do that, man. The guys, wait, who you gonna trade him to? Who? Houston? For what? You better give me their whole team if you're gonna trade. If you're gonna trade, you better give me Jabari Smith, Jalen Green, and 3 first round picks. If you, if you're gonna. By the way, here's a solution to all problems. You get rid of Brooke, who's off the books. You may get rid of Bobby. But here's the thing. Like, who are you gonna who are you gonna trade your best player and like to have your whole fan base go like, we don't want him anymore? No. You ain't gonna do the Michael Red. You ain't gonna do the Ray Allen again. That's not happening. You're not training him for Jonathan Kaminga, who is not any good. Or for you better give if you're okay. Here's a trade idea.
All right.
If you trade Giannis,
Yeah.
I'm saying if
If I hear you. Yeah.
you better give me Pajinski from the Warriors, Kaminga, and Looney. All three of those guys. And a first round pick. But that's my only idea. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, let's trade Giannis." That's nothing for your fan base.
Do you think he'll demand a trade?
He's too humble to demand a trade.
That changes. So you don't think so? How many more? What's his contract status, AJ? Do you know?
Through 26.
Through 26. So
2 more. Well, no, 2 more years.
2 more years. Okay. All
He
right. What
and
about?
Dame, he and Dame are in the same contract.
Okay. And Dame's contract, I think, calls for 54 million next year,
Yes, sir.
which is an unbelievable amount of money.
Plus a year after that. Plus a player option after that. I talked to Oliver Ballard about this too.
Who?
One of our players, his dad, were a few bucks.
Okay. What do you think is going to happen with Dame? Is he going to be able to come back at his age from this injury?
Well, put it this way. Dame had surgery with the same doctor that did Aaron Rodgers. Dr. Neil Elatrash. And Rodgers was back. And Dame plays a less aggressive sport.
Less aggressive contact-wise, but certainly not cutting. He's constantly cutting and using that.
I'm just saying physically with the
It's not football, basketball.
It's not football.
Yeah. So, do you think he can come? So you're hopeful?
I'm very hopeful.
Okay.
Personally, because I love Dame. I loved him as a player in Portland, and I just love.
Okay.
He said he's not going out this way, so I assume he'll be back.
So,
just a disheartening ending, Jack. That was
it
all
is.
one.
Yeah, it was. So how long? All right. Well, we'll see what shakes out. Everybody's still in the very aftermath. Let's talk about the playoffs that are still going on.
Yes.
Now last night I saw a little of the Rockets and the Warriors.
The Warriors lost. The Rockets won.
Yeah, and the Rockets looked like, when I was watching, clearly the better team. They were more aggressive. They're
younger.
Getting to the balls. Yeah. Who do you think is going to win that game, that series?
It's a 7:30. It's in Houston.
Yeah.
Rockets are losing in Houston again.
What? I don't know when that game is.
7:30 Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. Clippers and Nuggets tonight. Game 7.
Oh.
6:30 Central Time.
Well,
on TNT.
I think the Clips are going to win. I think the Nuggets got lucky in one game where Aaron Gordon took the ball in at the end.
Lucky? Why was that lucky?
Well, they have shot clock.
Well, I know. What's that?
It was a great play, but no, they got lucky. There was a little bit of time left.
Well, yeah, it was a great play. They earned it.
I know they did. I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be it'll be a great game tonight. I think it's gonna be more like a 90s basketball game. I think it'll be a Clippers.
It's at 6:30 our time, and it's on TNT, and it is. Yeah, it's in Denver.
Yes.
Does that matter? Does home court matter in basketball anymore?
Not as much anymore. They're so used to traveling. It's not a big deal. If it would have. I mean, look at it like this: the Pacers won in Milwaukee to end the series, basically in the series, and then the Pistons won in New York. So you can't tell me that it matters as much anymore.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to one series in particular, though.
What's that?
Boston, New York.
When does that start? Do you know?
I don't know, but that's gonna get ugly. Those two fan bases don't like each other.
Is it possible to root? Who are you rooting for? They're both, to me, unlikable, except for Drew Holiday.
The Knicks.
You like the Knicks? Can they do it?
Yes. I like the Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6? You say that just because it rhymes?
No.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious. I like the Knicks in 6.
All right. Let's keep going in basketball. Lakers. People keep saying that they got the best trade in history. When they got Luka.
It's over.
I am mystified. I know he's a stat stuffer, But Luca, he, he's not a great. He's not.
He's
Let me
not.
let me just say this: he's no fun to watch. He might be a great scorer, but he's no fun to watch.
No, he's not fun to watch.
All he does is dribble his fat ass up the court and then shoots and tries to get falls down for a foul or something.
It's like watching the same guy. It's like watching two LeBron.
LeBron's 40.
It's over.
You think he's coming back?
No, he sprained his MCL. I don't think he'll come back. I don't think he'll come back.
No.
I don't think he'll want to do that again. And it's 40. He'll be 41 by mid-season next year. I don't think so.
He's got like a $52 million player
Option.
option.
That's not. He may go to. He may go. He may go to a more of a GM role or ownership role or something like that.
Would he be good at that? Do you think?
He's a good businessman. I think he'd be good at it.
You do.
But
Okay.
by the way, Jack, we haven't even talked the big story of the day.
Well, go ahead.
Greg Popovich, after years and years of coaching,
I think 27 or something like that.
after he started at where, Jack? Division III Panoma Pitzer.
I thought you were going to say Whitewater.
No. Division III Panoma Pitzer.
I know that players who played for him love him.
I wanted Chris Paul to do well this year because I thought Chris Paul and Pop deserved to do well together, which made me very disappointed that Pop got.
I'm not a Chris Paul guy. He's a
Well,
whiner.
I know, but he's also older, so I like when the old guys do well. It makes me feel young again.
You are young, you little shit.
No, I know, but it makes me feel young in terms of the golden era of the NBA. My era of the NBA is kind of weaning itself because LeBron will be gone. Steph is 37, 36.
Is he coming back? Well, he's not done yet.
He's not done yet, but I would be surprised. I would be surprised if Steph goes somewhere else. I just wouldn't be surprised if Steph goes somewhere else. You know, everything runs its course for a reason, and
You sound like an old man. Everything
No,
runs its course. Everything happens for a reason. Blah, 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 blah. Bull. Either make a decision or get off it. He's got a game, and you're picking against him tomorrow night, which is understandable. I would think so. I thought Houston, they just thought there's no way Golden State's going to win this game, and they didn't.
No. But Pajinski's really good, so I like him.
And what's his Wisconsin connection?
He went to St. John's Northwest Military Academy.
Okay. Where did he go to college?
Pajinski, Brandon Pajinski.
I think you said like St. Mary's. Is that right or something?
Santa Clara or something.
Santa Clara. Okay. All right. Anything else? Well, Pop was a good coach. You have anything? Did you like him as a coach? You're a coach.
I liked him. I liked his press conference too. They were very honest.
So they'll miss him in San Antone.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna go to the front office. He's
Yeah,
gonna go to a Pat Riley type role.
Okay. What about Pat Riley?
I think he's cooked, man. I think he's done.
I don't think so.
He's a genius though.
He's too competitive.
But they may be in the play-in for a while because they're kind of like the Bucks. They're kind of cap strapped with those two guys.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I mean. The basketball is not uplifting. It's not it's like cap this, cap that. It's not as much fun for me anyway. I'm older. What about AJ? We haven't talked about the draft since it's been completed.
Oh, I love our draft.
Do you? What do you love about it, Age?
I love the fact that we got another Randall Cobb.
Who's that? Which one?
Savion Williams.
Well, he's huge.
He's 6'4", 222.
He's not Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb was a little guy.
I know, but you can use him like Randall Cobb.
This guy is more like who's the guy who used to play for the Vikings and now he's been on.
Cordell Patterson.
Yes, physically.
That's what they compare him to. Yes.
Yeah. Had you ever heard of him before the draft?
Yes, because I've heard him. I watched TCU a few times.
Is he good? Did he impress you? Or
His
did you
hands are
did?
kind of his hands are kind of sketchy, but
Oh
they use them.
God, that's all we need.
They use them in a multitude of ways. They use them like a Swiss Army knife. So
Okay.
I'm excited for. They compare him to a bigger version of Debo.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Is Matthew Golden big enough to play in the NFL?
I think so. I mean, we have Jaden Reed, and Jaden Reed's not that big,
He's Jaden Reed's fearless.
but so, but he. The thing is, Golden can run away from people.
They need that.
He can run away from people, which is good. And he went from Houston to Texas, which he went from one offensive system to another, and more pro style too. Texas is a more pro style system.
So you're giving a thumbs up the initial grade, even though you never know until these guys play, obviously.
Yeah,
But
right.
you're saying they did well.
I think they did well. They got their defensive tackle and they got their offensive lineman too.
Do you? Is there any other? Are there any? Well, we still don't know. I guess Jerry's not at camp because they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with him.
No, he's not at OTAs.
What he did the first online stuff, but he's not at the OTA. Do you think he's going to be back?
No, does that surprise anybody?
Is he done as a Packer?
Uh my advice to Jerry: ball out for a year and cash in again somewhere else. I don't think it'll happen, but that would be my advice to Jerry. Prove you're healthy for a year, take a 1 year incentive based deal, and go from there.
What about Isaiah Simmons? Have you heard of him before?
Oh yes, Clemson.
Was that a good pick for the Packers?
Yes, he was good in where he was good in. I think it was in.
Where did he play? He played a couple teams. Giants.
Yeah, he was good for them. He was good.
Okay. All right. Any NFL? Any thoughts about the top picks or anything like that? About Shador Sanders sliding or
Falling. Yes, that was my. That was a. He fell to the right situation though.
Cleveland?
I think it was ultimately going to go into Cleveland anyway.
Really?
I think it was, but they were. Everyone was just shocked that they didn't pick him at number 5.
Remember, Dion was running his mouth about not letting his son play in a cold weather place. Remember that?
Oh, tough, tough, tough. Live with it, Dion. I'm pretty sure he's got to earn a spot on the team. They got a lot of, not a lot of good quarterbacks, but they got good. They got a lot of, they drafted Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders on the same team.
Well, for now, one of them isn't going to make it. They said Dylan Gabriel's only like 5'9". Did you know that?
Yeah, but he's also 24.
Okay. Is he going to be good? Is he going to make it? What do you think of him?
I like him, but I like Marcus Mariota too, and that didn't really work out. He's still in the league, but it didn't really work out to where they expected him to be. But I like.
Is there any teams draft that you say, wow, they really did well? Do you think the Browns gave up too much for Travis? Is it Travis Hunter? Is that his name?
No, it's Jacksonville.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they got him from the Browns. Okay, so did Jacksonville give up too much to get him? Do you think?
Yes, unless they're going to play him 160 snaps a game.
You think anybody's capable of doing that?
Not in this. Well, maybe in this league because the game is slower than it used to be.
Slower?
Well, you remember you have to wait till the teams are set and stuff like that now. You can't snap the ball like right away anymore. I think I don't know physically if he'll hold up for 160. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays like maybe 80 snaps on defense or 80 one primary position and maybe some offense or something like that.
Have you watched him play in college, AJ? Have you seen him play in a game?
He's a beast.
Would you play him if it were you as a head coach? Where would you split up his snaps? How would you do that?
80-20 maybe.
80-20 defense to offense?
Special packages on offense. Although they have Brian Thomas, although if they wanted to go 60-40, Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter on offense would be really, really special. But this is really a proven year for Trevor Lawrence because if you can't produce with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr., you're really not that good.
If the line gives him time.
That's true.
What about the Raid? What about the Raiders? They got Ashton Genty. Genty?
They did get Ashton. That was predicted.
Yeah. What do you think?
That's good. It's good for them. It's good. He's flashy for Vegas. He's going from Boise to Vegas. Can't complain about that.
He's gonna he's in the right. It says Pete Carroll likes to run the ball.
Well, does he? I mean, he didn't give the Lamar shot. I mean, let's be real. Does he like to run the ball?
That was stupid. Everybody makes mistakes.
Cost Russell Wilson. No. Cost Russell Wilson another Super Bowl.
What do you think? All right. Any predictions after the draft?
Yep.
The draft that I know you know who Chicago drafted. I know you know who Detroit drafted in Minnesota, and their free agents. What's your way too early prediction for the NFC North division?
Way too early prediction.
Yeah, 1 through 4.
This is
based on there's so many unknowns, but just as it is
Detroit,
right now.
Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago.
I'd say that's good. That's a good thing. Detroit's going to have their hands full replacing those 2 coordinators.
Yes.
But
yes, I don't know if you saw. There's a video out there where LaFleur takes a subtle shot at Johnson.
He take a big shot at him.
He did. He did. He did. On the McAfee show, no less. I thought it was classy that they had McCarthy back in town for the draft. That was very classy.
Did they? I didn't even see that.
Good for them. He was back in town for the draft, so that was very classy. Murphy deserved. Murphy's first round pick was electric, not just the way he built it up. So that was pure electricity. So it's good.
Good. Do you think that Green Bay showed well as a place to have the draft?
I believe they did. 600,000 people. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's very crazy. Okay, AJ, we're 30 minutes in. It's 32 minutes in. You know what time it is?
Where's the wisdom time?
That's AJ's advice, words of wisdom that AJ derives from the world of sports that you can apply to your life to make it better every day. AJ, what do you have for us this week?
All right, so I was thinking about this as I was texting back and forth with one of my players who I won't name, because I want to protect. I want to keep his business and stuff. But just enjoy life, man. You never know what opportunities are going to come your way. Let me throw another example. I had one player go on a recruiting visit this week, and I just told him, just enjoy it. You know, we put pressure on these kids starting at a young age. Now with all this I can say this because I work for an AAU company, but with all this advanced scouting, all this AAU stuff, we put so much early pressure on these kids, and let them just enjoy the process of playing the game for what it is. You know what I'm saying, Jack? Like, let them just play the game for what it is. It's a game. We as coaches and as parents, I'm not a parent yet, but I will be someday. Just put so much pressure on these kids to be big time in there. And what I think I'm getting at here is specialization is great to an extent. The more sports you can play, the more versatile, the more people you can meet in life is great. So I don't mind specialization, but like what I'm saying is like the more people you can meet, the more if you go and play travel ball in the summertime, that's great. Because you know why? Because you meet people, you meet new people, you make connections, and you last. Some of my brother's best friends are from his AAU team in the 7th grade. So it's just like make connections, take opportunities, take chances. Take good ones, obviously, but take opportunities that you're given and just enjoy them. So that's my thought process for today.
I am not in favor of specialization for kids through
But it's
middle school and high school. I think it's a big mistake. I think the whole thought behind it that your kid's going to be a big star and get a scholarship and be a pro is false hopes, and it's a lot of times the parents' hopes more than the kids.
1%, Jack, 1%,
That's right.
one
So
percent.
they're kids. Let them be kids. Be in as many sports as you can. You can meet kids in other sports. You don't have to meet them at AAU traveling.
I
I
thought
just it's just not good for them emotionally, and I don't think it's good for them physically to
I thought the coolest thing was there was an event, we had an event at Homestead last week, right?
hmm
And we had one team. They came with 5 kids, right? Because 4 of the kids on the roster were doing what, Jack? They were playing baseball. They were coming from a baseball game to come to Homestead for playing one basketball game. Now I'll give them credit because they're playing multi sports, and I'm not killing the kids that are playing multi sports, but I'm saying the more opportunities you get to meet people, the more opportunities you get to be in front of people. Just enjoy the process of
that's
life.
right on, AJ. I think you covered it, man. You
Thank
said
you.
you weren't gonna have no what, and you have a big weekend this weekend. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about. We got Bo's birthday party is tomorrow. Bo, my
But
nephew, his birthday party is my nephew, my godson. His birthday party is tomorrow. His actual birthday is Monday, and the coolest part, Jack,
hmm,
my grandpa's birthday is the same day.
that is cool.
So my grandpa rest his soul would be 96, but Bo is one. It's a Monday, so should be a good time. Should be a
It
great
should be a good time.
40 people. 40 people there.
Nice, nice.
So
Well, you have a great time. Say hi to the agent and the boss for me.
yeah, Douglas is picking me up tomorrow. So
Excellent.
perfect.
And you truly are the Godfather.
Yes, the Godfather's Godfather.
Like Godfather's Godfather. All right, AJ. Well, it's been another successful show, and we did some good interviews. They're live on. You can see them on YouTube on the CPL radio channel. AJ has been doing a fantastic job of getting guests on for us to interview or him to interview. He never lets me ask a question. Um, they are most recently Sean Kreider and Coach Mackerzak. Is that how you say it? Is that
and
right?
then
From Northern Michigan.
don't forget about Coach Ruffin either.
I'm getting to him. He's the most recent one. Jeez.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Take it easy there. So, all great, very interesting people, had good things to say. Really enjoyed having them on, and they may be on again. So, good job, AJ.
I'm working on more guests too. I'm working on for those who don't know, I'm working on St. Thomas's coach too.
Good.
Uh, he's got 3 kids from Wisconsin coming, or 3 kids from Wisconsin. That one that currently plays, and Tim Franks, and then 2 more that are coming in next year. So, or for transfer portal. So,
Excellent.
I'm working on him. I'll get an email out to him later in the weekend. We'll go from there.
Keep it going, dude.
Awesome, awesome. I love doing the show, and you know that, and it should be fun. So, it should be good.
Good. All right. Go Brewers, right, AJ?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about the
So
Leafs? You didn't even talk about the Leafs. They
they,
won.
they won the series.
Yes.
Oh man, I
And
forgot.
so did the Golden Knights. Now the Leafs have to go play Florida, who are the champions.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one for them. But we're gonna be rooting for them the whole way, right, AJ?
Oh Canada.
There you go. All right. Take care. Have a great week. Say hi to Bo for me.
I will. I will.
That's all for AJ Bo.